This season for Shweta's Talkies, we shot in Bombay, we shot in Goa, we shot in Delhi. 70 to 100 years of businesses which are still thriving. On a journey with me this season for these heritage businesses and the exceptional personalities which still run it. Stay with me on this season. Enjoy. Shweta's Talkies is in Goa and I'm in world's only alcohol museum with the curator, Mr. Armando.
We're going to show you what we have here in the...
I'm excited.
Well, the All About Alcohol Museum is like a living entity. It breathes, pulsates, depicts not only the heritage, the culture, the lifestyle, creative, artistic passions of Goa, but also the rest of the country. And the artifacts that we have here date back to 16th and 17th century. So it reflects various other global cultural traits.
Lovely. And what do we have here? You told me there's a story here.
Before the human beings, the primates, the birds and insects got intoxicated. So this my friend here, he
got drunk a lot.
No, actually he stumbles upon a windfall of overripe plums. He starts gorging into them, gets intoxicated, goes wonky tonky, acts a bit too flirtish with his female.
And that's the story of this man.
Yeah.
This museum houses various apparatus around alcohol, things which make alcohol, I don't know what you call it. Walk us through.
This was imported in 1800s, East India Company, to make alcohol for personal consumption.
Oh.
Now, they used to distill, like for example, this is a whiskey pot still. Now, whatever is filtered from the fermented wort is called wash. So it is heated, condensed, cooled and collected. So it is
this whole thing makes
distillation. Distillation, but mind you, the first distillation is not so good for drinking because it's got congeners, esters, volatile oils, aldehydes, ketones. So it's called the head or the forefront. But the second is the heart. That's good. And third, like Jameson, like Irish whiskeys are triple distilled. This is a chalice.
Okay.
So now the monks were one of the greatest distillers of wine. Okay, because they had to make wine, of course, low alcohol based wine, because it was for liturgical purposes.
These are the monks.
Yeah, these are the monks. So, but they knew. You see, the monks actually. Especially they used to go to places where nobody went before. So they had that charisma in them and they had to survive. So they knew about horticulture, they knew about medicinal herbs, which were sometimes treated as not only medicine, as miracles. And they knew the international language like the music.
So music and alcohol, they're both
Yes.
international. Everybody understands that language, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do we have here?
A vintage hydrometer, okay, to measure the density, the strength, and the percentage of alcohol. We call it grau. We call it
this
grau.
one?
Yes, we call it grau. So it works on the principle of buoyancy. This is a shot dispenser.
A shot dispenser.
Now,
Okay.
You have seen definitely modern shot dispensers. What are they?
Okay.
They are time release valves. They can get your glasses filled at a glance.
Okay.
But this is way back of 1900s.
Wow.
Everything done here is manual.
Okay.
Even if you want to add some fruits, there's an upper portion
Where
here.
does the fruit go?
Over here,
now?
there's an upper portion here.
So where does the alcohol come out from? That little hole?
From
and
this
then you put
little
the
hole,
shot
there's
glasses in there.
Yeah, there's a tap here, and it comes out from here.
Oh, lovely. 1900s is made of wood.
This is like a Fontana del Vino.
No, I have
a wine
no idea.
fountain. No, but why I'm telling you this is because this is a really rare medieval Italian art. You see the figures here.
Yeah.
They are more religious figures, like the angels, the fruits, of course, the crosses. They are symbols.
Angels are here?
Yeah, the angels are here. The fruits and
There are grapes
the
and wheat.
crops, the wheat. Okay, now the families that bring about the first wine for the season. It was a family business. So they themselves were the best connoisseurs. And of course, they would first taste the wine. And if they were really happy about it, then they would offer it or they would sell it to the others.
Armando, what are these very, very large jars in glass? What is this?
Sweater, they are not jars, but they are garrafões. It's a Portuguese word for bottle vats.
Oh, okay. Bottle vats.
Yeah. And they are mouth blown with long pipes, so they are not machine pressed. So they are
when they kind of
they're about 400 years old.
These are 400 years old.
Yes. Now you must have heard about 750 ml, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, that came from the European legislation of packaging, and you see they standardized it as 750. But there's another interesting story that goes. The glass blowers, their pulmonary strength, it seems, was between 650 and 750 ml. So they took the higher one.
The pulmonary, you mean the lungs?
Yes, when they blew the molten glass, in the pipes.
So that strength was 750?
Between 650 and 750, but they took the higher 750.
And that's why it's called the 750 ml?
Yes, but there's another thing. In UK and in US, fifth of a gallon. You see, I told you it's marketing, packaging and convenience. In 1975 that they standardized this, and the fifth of a gallon was like, for example, a dozen of bottles. So it's packaging.
Wow, I had never heard of. Oh, so that's
a type of a garrafão.
What?
Okay,
can you read that?
Yeah, brewery. It's also about 200 years old or more. Now, I told you about those garrafões, but this is the way they used to be packaged in the ships. Transported because they, glass is always breakable. So they had to transport it that way.
Armando, what is Abu making for us?
Well, Abu is our mixologist who's got 12 years of experience behind him. He's pouring right now is Love, one of our cocktails.
Love.
We've named it after our club, okay? LPK. So Love, and the next one is going to be Passion, not made of passion fruit but made passionately. And the third one is a good remedy and recipe for all karmas.
Oh,
so
I probably need that.
Yeah. So the third one is going to be karma. Okay. They are all Fenny based cocktails. So now what is pouring is Fenny. Well, this is our heritage beverage.
It is.
It came from the Sanskrit word fena, which means froth or foam. So if your champagne showcases bubbles, our Fenny showcases froth or foam.
Cheers. I just had a sip. It's pretty potent. Drinking is not very good for health, is it?
Well, the old timers, they used to have a drink, but they used to have a drink 2 shots before lunch and after dinner. But they said that this was always a potent drink. Okay, many lives were lost, but many babies were born.
To the new babies coming in shortly after Fenny.
Cheers.
Wow. What do we have here? All kinds of glasses: beer, wine, whiskey, shot. Why don't we start with the beer glasses? Over there, I think. Cool things about beer and beer glasses.
This is a Pilsner glass, and beer, everybody thinks that beer was born in Germany. No, beer was born in Golan Tepe mountains of Mesopotamia.
Oh.
And women used to brew beer.
Love it. Women brewed beer in Mesopotamia.
Yes. And they knew that face powder and beauty brought them a husband, but it took baking powder and brewing beer that held them together.
Lovely.
Okay. And so they brewed beer. It was in their daily diet. Okay.
Daily diet.
Yes. Because beer was considered divine. Was considered wealthy because they even paid wages with beer, and nutritious because they made it of barley bread.
Lovely.
It was only the Germans later on who standardized beer. They passed a Bavarian beer purity law in 1516. Why they said that beer should contain barley, water, hops, and later on, when Louis Pasteur invented the uses of yeast in 1857, yeast was added to the list.
Oh, I see. And how many beer glasses are we looking at here?
Well, there are 27 types of beer glasses, 24 to be authentic.
Oh God, how many do we drink in? Like 2?
Well, we just kept 10 here.
Okay.
But the one which I'm holding is a Pilsner foot beer for light beers. Then we have here, this one is for wheat beer, Weizen wheat beer. And well, this is a Pokel. This is for strong beers like your stout. Because this retains it till the last sip.
Lovely.
Yeah. And all types of beers are served in the beer market.
This I've seen, yeah. This is good. 2 interesting things about whiskey.
Yes. Whiskey is like a woman.
Okay.
It needs appreciation. Well, you appreciate it, and then it's time to drink.
Oh.
Now, you see the glasses like highball glass, the lowball glass, the rock glass. Now, about rock glasses.
This is a lowball glass.
Yes, this is a low glass.
Okay.
You just stick whiskies neat there. Okay. Of course, you can always add ice and the whiskey. And then it's mixed, crushed ice and the whiskey. Now, on the rocks is a modern term. Ice and the spirit. But on the rocks is also comes from the old Scottish word. The Scottish never liked water in their whiskies. How did they keep them cold? So they collected volcanic pumices from their frozen rivers, those pebbles of the rocks, and they put them in their whiskies. Those rocks were the rocks of ice.
Oh, that's how you say on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Oh, wow. Okay, 2 cool things about these shot glasses here.
Well, short or shooter glasses.
Shooter or shot glasses?
Yes. Single shots 44 ml, double shots 88 ml, traditional shot 60.
Oh.
But there is, they were named after the German glass manufacturer in America, Mr. Frederick Otto Schott, S-C-H-O-T-T. But there's another interesting story that does the rounds. You see, when the cowboys ran out of cash, they would come to the counters with their guns. They would take the bullets. It is copper. It used to cost them 12 to 14 cents. And they would trade the bullets for shots of whiskey in the shooter glasses. And when they did take their shots, sound.
2 cool things about wine glasses or wine that people don't know.
Well, wine,
It's a long...
Yes, this is wine. Men are like wine. Some turn into vinegar. Others, with age, improve.
Sorry, I've seen a lot of vinegar in my life. Yeah. I must say.
But so when you swirl and you sniff and you sip and you, it has to flush your cheeks. You have to feel a party in your mouth. And the last is the sound.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What is this?
This is a beer drinking horn glass.
This is beer?
Yes, drinking horn glass. But then you just don't drink it every day. You drink it only for big festivals like Oktoberfest.
Ceremonial maybe.
Yeah. Now this is from Australia, sourced from Russia. A gift to my boss, Nandan. Okay, but the Vikings and the Scandinavian people used to drink in the horns of the animals in their stables.
Okay, so they used to hollow their horns and.
But that was different. That was different because they had an opening here, and they used to drink it from the other end. Now this glass is still here.
The Viking drinking glass. So these, Armando, what are these? These are champagne.
Yes, as you know, champagne has to come from Champagne region of France. Anything and everything outside that is called sparkling wine. So this is the traditional coupe, this is the saucer, the flute, and of course the tulip.
Where are you taking me, Armando?
Well, I'm taking you to a room of the bygone era. No electricity.
Oh.
Yeah. The reality was the past, where we used to, from the very creation of Goa to the advent and departure of the colonial rule here in our state.
Lovely. What's with the met?
Well, they used to use this to clean the pots, alcohol pots like Fenny, and they used to use this, a little bit of it, of course, to clean the pots.
And now you take met.
Yeah.
And what are these?
Well, in modern times, our toddy tappers use this of plastic, dudne. But
Toddy tappers. Oh, they climb up
yes,
the coconut tree and
the sap, and they take the toddy. But in the yesteryears, we made this of pumpkin.
oh, this is a pumpkin.
It's all cured.
Lovely.
This is Japanese sake. Well, Sweta, these are all implements for fruits, for meats, and
grinding.
yes, for grinding of meats, and of course for grains.
Oh my God, what is that big one?
Well, that here, it looks very simple, but you stir all liquids and all
Yogurts, maybe.
yes, all liquids and all powders in there.
And how old is that thing?
That's about 200 years old. Well, these are they are found everywhere in India.
Yeah.
Okay, and these are the sodas. That's how to make it with hand. Okay, and these here we used to get beers here and oil here, and these containers.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I thank Mr. Armando Duarte, the chief curator of All About Alcohol Museum, which was initially founded and still owned by Mr. Nandan Kudchadkar. This was Nandan's dream. Armando, who walked us through this entire video, has represented Goa tourism globally